Once there was an explosion. A bang which set a planet spinning in that space. Once there was an explosion. A bang which gave rise to life as we know it. And then came the next explosion.
Hey everybody. Welcome to Chortle Games Live. My name is Steven. And the things I do for you people. Hold on, I'll post to Discord. I'm already bored. Yeah, in the name of content, I figured, you know, gotta do something special. I mean, come on. Did you guys really think I was gonna play Death Stranding? What do you take me for? We're playing Rise of the Ronin. Hey everybody. Welcome to the real stream. I hate it before so much. Yeah. Alright. So what's up, everybody? And by the way, just to make sure that I didn't tarnish. I'm glad. I assume that's Jake crying, laughing. I am, just to let you know, I looked up a no commentary playthrough on the Chortle Games YouTube, not mine, because I didn't want to tarnish my YouTube algorithm. I thought I'd go longer with it, but honestly, it wasn't. Like, you know, if I was gonna be able to pull the rug on two people, that's what I was. That's what I was hoping for. Glad I could make you laugh. Also, this Dreamsicle Frosty, excellent. You want a bite? Go back. Wendy's has a creamsicle Frosty now, and it's the best. I ordered from them from DoorDash 2 nights ago because I was like, oh, my dad talked about the creamsicle Frosty. Sorry, I'm not really looking at the TV while I play right now. I was literally about to say, are you even playing or are you just watching someone play? No, I literally thought of the bit like an hour and a half ago, and I was like, oh, that'd be perfect. That'd be so good. And so I just Googled, or I searched on YouTube, Death Stranding playthrough, no commentary. I was like, okay, we'll do that. But yeah, I ordered from DoorDash to get a large creamsicle Frosty with my food a couple nights ago. And they sent me 2 chocolate Frosties instead, like I wouldn't notice. Which one is Trespasser, Austin? And I don't even know how long I'll stream this. I just really wanted to do the bit. Well, if this is Jake, stick around for a minute so you can see some Rise of Ronin, because I think you could potentially like it. I think it would be a hard sell initially. I really do. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, Austin. But once you get past the initial, like, oh, it's a Souls-like, then It's really fun. Let's let's just keep doing these things. But this is my hell yeah freedom Ronin. He just uses guns. That is his entire bit. He got to fire a gun. He was like, oh, what are these stupid katana things we've been using this whole time? We can literally spray fire out of a stick. I'm glad to hear that, because I think it's really cool. I'm having a lot of fun with it. The combat's a lot of fun. It's just one of those games that, like, I don't know. It's like a solid 6. You're gonna ambush me, aren't you? Yeah, this guy's definitely gonna ambush me. Oh, show me where it is. That's great, Austin. It's a 6 you love like a 7. Yeah, kind of. Like, really, it's got the world up against it, because it, at face value, is comparable to Ghost of Tsushima, which it's nothing like Ghost of Tsushima, to be honest. Not even the stances are really similar to Ghost of Tsushima. It's not even a samurai story. Oh, what was that? Oh, damn. Oof. That's fun. Hey Wyatt, I remember you. How's it going? Expedition Story is getting costly now. 16K for reroll. Oh, cry me a freaking river, Austin. Mine's like 130,000. Austin, depending on how Rise of the Ronin goes, I may pivot over to Outriders if you want to play some of that. Cry a damn ocean, Steven. That's a good response. Oh man, my coat broke. Yeah, let's go there. Bucket by bucket, I'll cry. You're gonna fill an ocean with buckets? That's a horribly inefficient way to fill an ocean. Can you put the Discord in the chat? Could not find it, and the one you have for your channel is not working. Yes. One moment. Yeah, cartoonish, where it's like a waterfall coming out of both eyes. Yeah. Oh, you got it, Austin? Thank you. Let me know when you attempt posting the link, because it may block you from posting a link in the chat. I may have to do it. Whoa, what's that freaking boulder? That is a big man. Dang. Oh no. Oof. I struggle fighting these guys. Fire, fire, fire! Oh my god. There it is. Wyatt, try that link. Let me know if it works. I still think it's so weird that you can dive underwater in this game. Like, is there really that much underwater stuff? You know? You got it, Wyatt. So how's everybody doing tonight? I had a very long day at work today. I didn't even edit a single podcast. I just did a lot of stuff, like editing. And,
I've procured some fine wares.
that sucks.
Please, have a look around.
Just chilling. I feel that.
What will it be? Of course.
So it was a law firm. I did some editing of some like shorts for them.
Of course.
What else did I do? I built a lot of editing templates for later on to shorten my time
Please, come
on
again.
editing podcasts. So like Thursday, I'm probably all 3 of the shows that I work on weekly are going to hit. So I'm going to have to work on those. So I kind of did some groundwork to make those take less time. Then I made some shorts out of an episode I made last week. Like, I did a podcast adjacent stuff, but I didn't like actually edit a full show, which is rare for when I go in. But that's probably because pretty much every show I've worked on so far is based in like a church ministry or something like that, and I feel like most churches and ministry, like nonprofits, are not doing anything on the day after Easter. Yeah, any game that allows you to grab like resource nodes while you're riding the horse or in a vehicle or whatever understands. Like that's them being off to a good start. I use gun now. That's all I use. Guns. I have 3 of them. Also, Wyatt, this is not Death Stranding. This is Rise of the Ronin. There's a running joke on this channel. And by joke, I mean it's not a joke. I actually have a burning hatred for Hideo Kojima. That I refused to play Death Stranding when it came out, and I continue to refuse to play Death Stranding. And it'd be a cold day in hell if I ever played Death Stranding. And since it's April 1st, thought it'd be a fun time to just, be a dick. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Ah, god dang it, I hit the... Oop. Yeah. What kind of guns are in this game? So this game takes place during the, I want to say, early 1800s. So during kind of when the Wild West was happening, like cowboys and all that kind of stuff in the States. Japan was going through an era of like abandoning the old ways and opening up to the world and adopting a lot of non-traditional culture. And so the guns in this game, you've got a revolver, like a handgun. That's what I've got currently equipped. But it's just like a quick fire, like that. Then you've got the it's called the bayonet, but it's like a rifle that acts as like your melee weapon. And then my other ranged weapon is an additional rifle, but it's like a musket, so it's like a one-shot reload. No levers, actually, surprisingly enough. Well, it's not supposed to be a realistic game, so it plays it very fast and loose with what the guns are capable of. But yes, this would have been around the time of like lever action rifles. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because if we've got like 6 shooters, then we should have lever actions. This actually is a shotgun. So the interesting thing about the bayonet weapon is that if you look closely, Oh, hey, look, a better one. So you see where it says 157, like look where the red square is to the left. So, oh, perfect. I actually have, so the ammo symbol on the bottom left determines what kind of shot it fires when I use the projectile move. And I actually have a shotgun equipped right now. So Wyatt, I actually had that exact same thought. I've got rifle for long range, shotgun for close range, and the revolver for quick reaction. Thank you. But this game, that is not the intended way to play this game. I just thought it was a fun approach. Like, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 weapon types in this game. That's just melee weapon types. Oh, I can tell. So that guy is... Both of those are the more difficult guys. Even that dog is more difficult. Ooh. Ow. How is cursing in the chat? Take it. It's fine. Like, just don't be mean to... Don't be mean to people. Don't be condescending to people. Unless if they're Austin. I'm just kidding, Austin. And you're fine. Oh yeah, they're still in control. Whoop. That was pretty cool. Huh? Hey, Austin. I think you mean, what? Oh, there's the Shiba Inu. Hundred Faces Ryuzo. That sounds like fun. Fighting somebody with 100 faces. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nobu. My horse's name isn't actually Nobu. That's just what my horse's name was in Ghost of Tsushima. I remember Death Stranding a bit differently. Oh man, James. You should go to the beginning of the stream. It was pretty great. I baited Jake super hard. I was basically like, if I can just get 2 people with this, that'll be a successful stream. And Austin and Jake showed up immediately, and I was like, I gotta get Jake with this. So, I pulled the rug. There's no chance in hell I'm ever playing Death Stranding. If I ever am, and it's not April 1st, or it's not an otherwise prank, I'm being held hostage, call the police. Or I'm already dead. Going to play Infinite. What? Sorry, there's like a thing in the way. Are you talking about Outpost Infinity Siege? It's something like that. Oh, shoot. For whatever reason, I forgot that I was going towards bad guys. Oh, that was really easy. Wyatt, Alias 03 in the chat. That's James from when we played Outriders the other day. It's the other division guy. Hey, Monty. So, Monty, I've changed my ways in this game. I use guns now. Only guns. Austin's the one that left. James is the one that stayed. Oh, were you not there when we found the bayonet weapon? So it's basically... So Monty, at the beginning of the stream, I'm probably saying this several times, but you should totally check it out because I started the stream, like literally came up with the idea like an hour and a half before I went live. And, which by the way, that's the bayonet. It can either come in a rifle form or a shotgun form. We're using shotgun form. But like literally an hour and a half before I started the stream, I was like, oh man, how funny would it be if I made people think that I was going to play Death Stranding? Because there's not a chance in hell that I ever would do that. Austin, Wyatt joined the chat shortly after you left the stream on Saturday. On Outriders. But yeah, so I started the stream with like everything other than the tags being like, oh yep, playing Death Stranding. And I just pulled up a no commentary playthrough and just let the first cutscene roll for like 30 seconds, and then Austin and Jake rolled in there like, what's going on? And I was just like, I'm not playing Death Stranding. I just swapped over to this. I was like, we're playing Rise of the Ronin.
How about letting off a...
Hold on, I'm gonna go let Fled in. He's freaking out.
You might as well be wielding a club if you can't hit anything. How about a bit of training?
Yeah, I was going to let the bit go way longer, Monty. I was going to see if I could get a few people with it, but I didn't I knew if Jake popped in, he wouldn't be here long. And so I was like, Jake's here, I got to pull it because I know he'll love it. Master, let's go. It does not, Monty.
You're quite the show.
Booyah, let's go. Oh my goodness. It's an awesome get. So the way the bayonet works is you still have stances with it, but the hold down attack is a shot. With shotgun, it's kind of a retreat, kind of short range thing. But with rifle, it goes further. But depending on the stance, you do have, like this one, you can load several shots and then do a barrage. Which game, Wyatt? Oh crap! We're still talking through doing Division 1, but I don't know when that would happen. But it is on the list. Okay, so Outpost Infinity Siege. First of all, bravo for being the only other person on the planet that even knows what that is. I've been hyped for that game for like a year and a half. Two, I am waiting to stream it again because it had a really nasty launch, at least for me, because my computer's not bad, but it's not top of the line. I built it like 5 years ago. So a game that has as much going on as that game does gives it some trouble, and there's actually a lot of crash glitches happening right now to where I've tried streaming it twice. Both times it crashed at a really inopportune time. So I'm waiting for some more patches to roll out before I try again. But believe me, it's on my list. Austin, if you're still here, I may switch over to Outriders for some expeditions after this mission.
You've seen more than your fair share of battles, I'd wager. I can see it in your eyes. I'm a broker. One, the request comes from the commissioner's office.
Say less.
Take care of it as soon as possible, and be careful.
Oh wait, is this a mission?
There you are.
Oh. Oh, I already killed the guy.
Well, I never said that it was only one man, did I? Besides, if you couldn't handle that lot, I figured you wouldn't be useful to me. Come, don't be so angry. Now then, another request has come in from... Excellent.
Did I already kill this guy too? No. Okay. Yeah, I'll kill the constable. Austin, are you still here? Gosh dang it.
Fool! Serves you right for rebelling against your lord! Damn.
ain't seen. Kill him for me, will you?
Ooh, boys, we got a chase on our hands.
Alright, we don't need this one alive.
Where is he? Ooh. That was so dumb of me. There we go. Kind of wished he'd kept going, you know, like kept riding. It takes some getting used to, Monty, but I'm enjoying it. I'm going for that vibe of, you know, like, if I truly am a Ronin, like a masterless blade, then, like, I'm trying to go for, like, a character that has abandoned the ways of Bushido, and he's just literally a hired gun. So, like, being as non-samurai as I can. That seems interesting to me in this. Oh, ooh. Be right back. We can get some more water. Did I have a good Easter? Yeah, I had a pretty good Easter. Got to spend a good bit of it with Anna and Peter. Had a rough night last night. Just sleeping. For whatever reason, I say this like it's not like a regular thing for me, but well, it hasn't been lately. I woke up at like 2 o'clock last night and just couldn't fall back to sleep. So work today was bad. So I was just so freaking tired. But Easter Day was good. What about you, Monty?
Ah, you're back. That officer was scum, just like I said. Yeah?
He didn't say.
Well, good to it. Now then, the next job I have for you will be the last. The task is to eliminate.
Good Lord, Monty, that sounds awful. Yeah, that's around the time I was waking up to get Peter ready to go for the day. Was the best, but I'm at home. Don't have much going on. Are you on a school break?
If I cut you down now, the truth will be buried along with your bones. I'm grateful for your cutting down. But I must wash my hands. I'll need to dispose of you too.
Literally made him shut up. No, it did not. Guys even had the drop on me. Oh, did my dogs return? Or dog? Sorry. There's my dog. Yeah, no kidding, Monty. I actually feel extremely capable in this game right now. It's a good feeling. Ooh. Hell yeah, that's a new musket style, or rifle, bayonet style. Hell yeah, I'm gonna go learn that. I wouldn't say I've got everything figured out, but yeah, I am enjoying it more. Like, if I wasn't sticking to the bit, I'd be running pole arms, and I'd be doing probably significantly better than I'm doing, because pole arms are my shit in this game. Gosh dang it, I keep doing that with the pistol. This guy's dressed too much like me, he's gotta go. I expected more. Like, that just... He died very easily. Hell yes. Now I've got 3 styles. Got a... wait, no. Okay, yeah. I don't know why. Wyatt, that was one that I've always had like a passing interest in, but I've never played it because I'm not really a PvP kind of person. So it was always like, this seems really cool for the people that are into this. I'm not one of those people, you know? Got that game, played for about a day and didn't lose a single match, then never played again. That's it. Go out on top. True winner.
You're back. Good.
Got to see if there's any new stuff we can do with our transmog. Cool. All headbands are still basically the same. Cool. All those hats are still really stupid. Is that a turtleneck? That's odd. How's that Western inspired? Wish there's some sort of transmog in Dragon's Dogma, and none of the stuff I have goes well together. Yeah, people keep crying out for that, but... Oh, yes. Thank you. I don't know if they'll ever add it. Itsuno has... My perspective of him, which I really respect this about him. Oh, this looks dope as hell. But my perspective of Itsuno is that he has a vision, you know, like, and he will not compromise on it. And so that's why everyone, you know, wanted co-op. That's a sexy Odachi. Everyone wanted co-op for Dragon's Dogma, you know, sequel. And it just wasn't part of his vision for the game, because his vision for the game is a single player game that feels like you're playing a co-op game. And if you could play co-op, then everyone would just play co-op, you know, which, yeah, I am still in the mindset of I would still really like to play co-op in Dragon's Dogma, but, you know, oh, look at that. We can get a lever action. I still would very much like to play co-op, but I respect the man's wishes because it's a passion project for him. And I'll say again, this game, Rise of the Ronin, not Death Stranding, because this is definitely not Death Stranding.
Be careful.
One of the best transmogs I've ever seen. Out of freaking nowhere, right? Oh, that's cool. I actually, like, do the lever action flip thing, or at least it looked like. Disregard the fact that I just shot that woman.
I've got what you need. Believe me.
See, that's what I thought they should do, Monty. Is that when you play in co-op, you're playing as the pawn you send out in other people's games.
Don't rush. Take your time.
I hate the way this guy talks to me.
Sure thing.
You know?
Be careful with that.
I didn't buy anything. If Austin ever comes back, I will ask him if he wants to switch over to Outriders. But honestly, I just... Maybe it's because I just ate like a really big dinner. But like, I'm just not feeling super into streaming right now. Oh, you're here. I've been trying to talk to you for past 30 minutes. You ignored me. I was worried sick about you. But hey, you want to play some Outriders? In the thumbnail for the Death Stranding thumbnail, where it says a Hideo Kojima game, I almost I put over Kojima. I put a stupid game. I almost put a dumbass game, but then I was like, YouTube will get mad and they'll nuke our channel somehow more than they've already nuked it.
Found your way here, all right.
It's
Japanese
Dante.
Bad guys I mentioned.
Oi, Ryoma. I appreciate you finding help.
Of course, they've been by my side ever since we arrived in Yokohama. I guarantee they're a good person and a damn good fighter to boot.
I did not just randomly kill a woman. Let's not talk about that.
What is good enough for me? I was in Kanai when I happened to hear one of those reprobates was in town. Let's look for him on the road. The man is lining his own pockets. We'll leave when the time...
I have no qualms with killing someone.
We go on foot. They'll know we're coming if we died.
Izo's like me, a fellow country samurai from Tosa. He's good in a fight and as honest as they come. It was Izo himself who thought up this plan. Said that if we're going to change Japan, we have to do what little things we can. Samurai like Izo and I are descended from the retainers of the old lords of Tosa.
I was saying if you want to do some expeditions on Outriders before I stop streaming for the night, we can do that because I'm not really feeling like going long. So I figured we can run some expeditions, hang out, and then I hop off. But it sounds like you're falling asleep again.
And Ryoma's family isn't even poor, like mine. I hope you see.
I'm in the Helldivers chat, Austin. As soon as I finish this mission, we can hop over to or Outriders, whatever that game is. Ambush the target.
We'll lie and wait for a man in this area. How about up there?
That him? Our man's here, just like his own thought.
They would definitely be able to see us. I'm gonna go for the double kill here. We ready?
Yet more misguided killers. I've seen plenty of your kind.
I suck so much at fighting dual swords. Damn it.
We can't defeat the foreigners by just waving our swords at them. No, we must learn from them and grow stronger.
It's not pretty.
Please stop. I'm just trying to forge good relations with the foreigners to help negotiations.
Oh.
Shut up.
They didn't even let me pick if I wanted to kill him or not.
At least he got to fight like a samurai before he died.
Oh, we were fighting like samurai that whole time? I'm sorry. I was fighting like John Wayne.
Well, we can't allow the shogunate to keep doing
Austin Wyatt wants to know what your main is on Siege. My main is Maestro. If I'm attacking, Lion.
I'll make sure you meet them.
We've been here too long already. Let's go before anyone comes.
I haven't, Monty, but there's a fun little detail where the main menu, you know how before it was me sitting alone at a fire? Ever since Pepe showed up again, the main menu is me like at a standoff with Pepe. I thought that was a cool little touch. Which, I mean, you guys have been around me enough to know how I do things. I compare things that I think are cool to really obscure, minute things that other games I think were cool have done. For example, Spec Ops: The Line. There has never been a game that incentivizes, without telling you, taking a break every chapter like Spec Ops: The Line does. Because Spec Ops: The Line, the game itself, like the main menu and the tutorials in the loading screen, take the role of the main character's state of mind. So, for example, when you start the game, the main menu is like a sniper looking out around Dubai, and the American flag is raised high, and you hear the national anthem over a radio played on like an electric guitar. And the further you get into the game, and the more you become disillusioned with the life of a soldier, that main menu screen gets more chaotic, to where like the sun starts to set, the flag starts to tear apart, and that song on the radio just becomes garbled nonsense, which is so cool. Like that's just such a, like, no one asked for that. Like that was something where they were just like, so few people are going to notice this, but we're going to go so hard on that. And then in the loading screens, you know, at first, you know, when everything's fine and it's just a regular third-person shooter, the loading screen will say things like, oh, do executions to gain ammo, press R to reload, you know, all that kind of stuff. But then, once Walker starts to lose his mind, the loading tips become, he's dead because of you. Like, stuff like that. And it's like, oh, shit. Like, it literally plays the role of the character, of the subconscious, or I guess the conscience of your character. So clever. That's so great. And the writer of Spec Ops: The Line is the guy writing the Wolverine game made by Insomniac, I believe. So high hopes for that. Spec Ops: The Line, Austin. It is a game that, if I still did forward compatible, if I still had the energy to do forward compatible, which, I mean, with the way I'm going, I may pick up a review series again because I'm really in need of a creative outlet with what happened with my other job. Spec Ops: The Line, I like I'd said before that, like, which games were, the Bureau XCOM Declassified was one of like 3 games that prompted me to start the forward compatible series in the first place. Spec Ops: The Line is one of those 3 games. It's a game that those that know about it know and are like, oh man, that game is one of the unsung heroes of that entire generation. And people that don't are like, either I have no idea what that is, or they saw like a demo for it or something, and they thought it was just a generic third-person shooter. But that's not at all what it is. No, Wyatt. His mental state does not get better. It incentivizes you. It doesn't, I guess, necessarily incentivize you to stop playing, but you miss those details if you just straight shot the game. Because the whole point of the game of Spec Ops: The Line, Austin, you can join the Helldivers chat whenever you're ready. We can hop over to Outriders. But the whole point of Spec Ops: The Line is that it is a hard look at PTSD and what it means to be a soldier, and what soldiers have to like carry with them, like the decisions they make, and carrying the guilt of people they kill. But it's all under the guise of a third-person shooter. That's still a fun game. But there's a specific moment where you deploy white phosphorus because you think the guys you're going up against are your target, and you're just like, you're pinned down, and you're just like, there's no other option. That's what Walker says anyway. So he makes the decision, let's use the white phosphorus, and you end up using it on civilians by accident. As well as those soldiers, and those soldiers were trying to help the civilians. So in that moment, that's like a huge turning point for the game, where like you have to walk through people who are burning alive from the white phosphorus. Oh yeah, see, I knew when I mentioned the white phosphorus scene, somebody would be like, "Oh, that's the game you're talking about." Yeah, that's Spec Ops: The Line. From that moment on, Walker kind of cracks, and the rest of the game is about him losing his sanity and trying to justify the horrible thing he did. Basically doing mental gymnastics to take the route of like, either, oh, we're just soldiers, we were just following orders, or it wasn't us, like it was the fault of the guy that's behind all of this. It's his fault for making us do that kind of stuff. Basically, he cracked upon seeing a mother holding her child burned to ash, basically. That broke him to where he could not accept the fault for the thing that he did. And that's what the game is about. And it's heavy. But it's fantastic. What? John? All right, let's do some Outriders. Figure we do a couple things.
I love doing things.
Yeah,
It's so fun.
Yeah.
Ugh. When you hover over Outriders on the PlayStation, on the PS5, it is so loud for no reason.
Yeah. So Monty, hold on, Austin, explain the what? Explain that to Monty while I go turn on the air.
Like when I started doing it, or just like.
I don't know. Just explain it.
Okay, so I don't even know when it was, but I think it was last night or the night before. We were playing, I think, Outriders, pretty sure, and I was completely zoned out majority of the time, and so I just kept saying, "Huh? What?" It was hilarious.
So he said you sound robotic. I don't know what to do with that, because you sound fine for me, but that's probably my internet being my crappy internet. And I don't even have crappy internet. It's just something happened over the past couple months where YouTube and my network do not like each other. I don't know. Join my game.
Okay.
Let me know if it gets worse or better, Monty.
I sound fine. A little bit. I don't see you again.
Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to start that.
Oh, I do sound like a robot.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what I can do about it. Talk now. I literally just left and rejoined, but I know it's not going to fix anything.
Okay.
I'll just have to look at it. I've been meaning to figure out.
Hello? Hello?
All right. Did you get that invite?
Yeah, it's a little robotic.
So Wyatt, we're on our mains now. James hasn't played since we got off, so I left that character there. No, we're at post game. We're doing expeditions to get gear. Also, Austin, we're on Apocalypse Tier 5, or Tier 25. I mean, sorry. So I hope you've leveled up a good bit. We can lower it once we finish this expedition if you want to.
Okay, I'm like tier 14, so I'm higher from what I used to be. So
okay.
It's just loading. I still haven't gotten the PS5 version. I'm waiting to look at my graphics card before I do that.
Yeah.
Since I'm so close, actually close. I mean, I hear sound effects. You're shooting stuff?
No.
Oh.
I'm doing the satisfying crunchy ice noises.
Oh, yes, that's what I hear.
What happened after that guy's daughter gets kidnapped?
Tiago was right about that.
Which game we're talking about? Did somebody's daughter get kidnapped?
Sounds like Taken, the movie. It's such a good movie.
Behind us. That's where you stop playing. Guy's daughter got kidnapped. Are you talking about Jakob's daughter? I made a volcano gun.
I do things now.
Nice. Love and Shadow Comet. That's a great one.
Shadow Con is what I have on the thing.
Driver dies, the boss gets away. Yeah, okay. So you were towards the end of Act 3 then, Wyatt.
What's Wyatt close to?
He was saying that where he was in the story, the driver dies and his killer gets away. So I'm pretty sure he's referring to Jakob.
Yeah.
But basically the way the game ends is we get to where we can release the drop pods into Enoch from the Flores, which have the resources that we've been waiting on to kind of rebuild society. And so the end game of Outriders pre-World Slayer is that we go on expeditions to recover those drop pods so that we can get more resources. There is transmog in this, Monty. Also, thank you for the compliment. I worked really hard on this look. Ghost of Tsushima awoke something in me, and it was a great fondness of the straw hat Ronin look. There's something about the straw hat that is so badass. The transmog in this game is great too. Because something that I don't think enough people know about here, I'm just going to go and show off the transmog. So you go up here, right on the D-pad, and you can transmog everything, including guns, and including legendary skins for everything. But the transmog library is account bound, not character bound. So that means, also, Austin, say something.
Hello?
Oh, wait.
Should I fix it?
How does he sound now? I think I figured out what the problem was. Keep Austin say,
normal.
well, talk normal if you're gonna see. You're like, do I sound normal?
Like I'm normal now. How's that?
So, for example, I'm playing the Technomancer, but I think maybe this sounds the same. Damn. Basically, gear that you get on other characters, the transmog saves. So I could transmog on my Technomancer the Trickster set that Austin has if I have that on my transmog library.
You mean? Oh yeah, 69.
Don't correct me, boy.
Boy.
What? It's so freaking annoying. Oh man. So what I had, the issue I had going a minute ago was that I had you coming through desktop audio and Discord, so you were probably getting doubled. So I'm hoping...
That's what it sounded like.
Okay, so did you check? Does it sound better now?
No.
Okay. Why it says it sounds the same. But I'm hoping it was just because you were talking weird.
I don't talk weird.
Okay, Wyatt said sounds better. Excellent.
Yeah, it's gone.
Great. Austin, did you really think I was playing Death Stranding?
No.
Austin.
No.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I love how you were like, I don't talk weird. You've used a different voice for every other sentence you've said.
What are you talking about, man?
Shut up. So yeah, this gun every 4 seconds creates a volcano underneath the feet of what I'm shooting. And also because of Wrath of Moloch, every precision hit, I believe, creates an explosion that inflicts burn. When you lift them up and I hit them, it looks like you're like taunting them by floating them over a fire pit, like you're cooking them. It's really funny.
By the way, with altering my ability, like perks on Roaring Umbra, if they're in radius of like 3.5 meters, I do a total of 311,000 damage in an instant.
That's pretty good.
What is that? That is you? Is that it, Steven?
Austin, you know how my cryo turrets have 4 guns on them and I have 2 of them?
Shut it, buddy. Shut it. It's good for me.
Yeah, that is actually pretty good for you.
Considering I'm always up close, it kind of helps. Because it gives me like a surge of just healing. Pretty much. That's how I blasted through the dungeon. Well, I got to the first boss, and I kind of got destroyed.
So you made it all the way to Tardy Guitar?
Yeah.
Nice.
Like the first boss I got to.
Yeah.
I did like side rooms.
Yeah.
The ones with the sarcophagus is like really good. It has like a tunnel with it, you know.
If you look on the quest map, it'll tell you what the targeted loot is for there. Each room is different.
You need to reload? Here you go. Yeah, I can reload guns. I forgot about that by activating Slow Trap.
Okay. Alright, let's go.
There's a storm brewing. I need to hurry.
Remember how miserable expeditions were when they were timed?
Oh yeah, I forgot there were time for it.
I'm so glad they changed that.
by the way, I can't remember if it's just yeah, I was struggling with that last boss reward slayer, the girl, and until I got a PAX point, like my fourth one.
Yeah.
And oh my god, the difference it made.
I forgot all about my PAX tree. I need to look at that and remember what they do.
I do 200% more damage if they're affected by slow trap or
oh my god.
Yeah. Or unless I think it's a chance or if it's elite. But either way, almost everything is in elite, so
yeah.
Yeah. I think even these guys just being in it, it's affecting them, so I'll look at it after this. I'm also increasing my cooldown rate in the other three.
Yeah.
So every time my thing goes down, I just have it back again.
Nice. Was it a certain time to complete, or did you get worse rewards the longer you took? That one. It was that one. Where you get worse rewards the longer you took.
Yeah. I am being swarmed.
I'm helping.
Ow. Get away from me.
Broodmother. Dropping in.
Oh, yep. And also, if I just pick up a bunch of elites or whatever, oh, that's damage. That's a damage zone. Or that one.
Ooh.
Going behind you. Hang on. Oh, I forgot. I can affect broodmothers with this, by the way.
That's awesome. Welcome back, Wyatt.
I can also grab tricks with Time Rift, which helps a lot.
Yeah, I bet.
Ascendant level, that's the third one.
We got 63,000 drop pod for that.
I got 40k.
What?
Yeah, it's at 40k on the left side. Yeah.
Interesting.
Was a little late for that.
Alright, so PAX tree. Where do I see the PAX tree?
It's the middle of the class.
Yep, literally right there in front of me. So I have your turrets pulse in a 25-meter radius, replenishing 30% of ammo and granting 20% increased damage for 5 seconds for you and your allies. Holy crap! So that's where that coming from. That's awesome.
Here it is. Damage done to elites tagged with deception skills has a 25% chance to be increased by 200%. That goes for Slow Trap, Venator's Knife, and Time Rift. And then the other one, 200% of killing damage on enemies tagged with Deception skills is divided amongst other tagged enemies. So whatever damage I do for the last hit, so if I hit an Omen and that kills, that is increased by 200% and given to everyone. Everyone's tagged.
I got Helm of the Martyr for the 57th time and Enoch's Blessing for the
I got
second
Thunderbird.
time. Nice. That one's at least good.
Yeah. Oh, why am I not running that one instead of Shadow Comet? That's way more damage. I haven't looked. You're an idiot, man. I also got Trigger Twitch's Cloaked and Coat.
Yeah.
Hmm. I get that from it. Critical shots with sidearm. Okay, so it's mostly sidearm based, the Trigger's Twitch. So.
Man. Alright. Next.
I'm just getting rid of some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of the drop pods, Wyatt. Each expedition is to get you to a drop pod.
There's also a ritual for it, for the reward, so.
There is. There is. It's very important. It either works or you did it wrong.
There's no in between.
Yep.
So, Steve, remember when I used to always buy Jawbreakers?
Yes.
I found another one in my box.
Okay.
So, I'm currently working on that. I forgot about the core I have. It's the smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
I just forgot about it as well. It's kind of just like chipping at it. Like.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a hole into the middle. Now I'm just trying to drill right through.
I've not played DayZ, but I have a good friend that plays DayZ, and every time he talks about it, it makes me feel like, I don't know, it just sounds like a bleak existence to play DayZ. Because he's like, yeah, so we captured this player and we blindfolded, we put a bag over his head, then we made him eat his own shit, then we made him eat his own best friend, and then we made him eat his own best friend's shit. Like, what game is this? like,
why'd it go up to 34,000? What? Okay, well.
Like, it stops being about just, oh yeah, fighting zombies, and it's just, men are the monster.
Where's the lightning thing? Where is it?
Oh, I queued up another one. You don't have to ready up. I can delay it if I need to.
I'm just trying to find. There it is. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's Daniel. I gotta upgrade my gun.
Yeah.
Level up. Next level.
So this gun,
level up.
this gun that I've got in my hand, this is my favorite gun in the game. It's called Emerald Chaos. Look at that beauty.
No, it's pretty cool. What does it do?
I'll tell you. Noxious spawns. Successful shots spawn 3 anomaly projectiles that move towards the enemy with the highest health, dealing X damage and applying toxic to the target and enemies within a 1 meter range. 3-second cooldown.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And it just looks really cool.
That's how much I need. Okay. Man, this is starting
Bang,
to
bang, 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 bang. Yeah, it gets real freaking expensive.
Yeah, It's 24,000 level up one. It's one of my equipment.
Oh,
The
that.
gloves.
Oh, it's that much. Oh, is it that much, Austin? Oh my goodness. Oh, big boy. Mine's like 150,000 drop pod level up once.
My God.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
But
It's not as bad as mine.
because mine's my problem. But in the game's defense, that threshold is literally max level. Because that's to get a piece from like 58 to 59, and then from 59 to like 60 is max. So.
Oh, okay. Then no wonder.
So I'm not too mad about it. Oh, and I also have dimensional rockets on Emerald Chaos. I'm really hoping to find a Apocalypse tier version that has dimensional rockets as the Apocalypse mod. Critical shots fire 4 rockets in the direction of the 4 closest enemies. Each rocket deals X damage, 2-second cooldown. So literally whenever I shoot things, this thing just turns that enemy I'm shooting into a rocket spawning, well, a missile silo, essentially.
Huh. Which way? This way. By the way, I'm pretty sure I have like max range on time rip. So
Okay.
it goes all the way through this hallway, well, cavern. Some guy to our right.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, all this gun needs, all Emerald Chaos needs. If I can get one that has either dimensional rockets on it or Shadow Comet on it. Whew.
You have Shadow Comet as in your customization or no?
I own the mod, but
okay.
I basically I'm looking for a version of Emerald Chaos that has an Apocalypse mod on it that I like. Because the one I've got right now is just like, ooh, you freeze things when you shoot them. And it's like, oh, cool. Never heard of that before. Like, it's just super redundant with my build. Because I'm already freezing everything so easily.
Yeah. In fact, you never even noticed, so... This game would be horrible if it had friendly fire. It would
Yeah.
be the worst time. Oh, I think also works on these guys too.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Because those guys are pretty annoying.
Think so. Nope. you go. There's stuff left in here. Those rockets are pretty cool. I can't seem to grab the birds though, just so you know.
Yeah.
Never mind, I can.
Oh, wow.
They have to be low enough. Man, I only ever saw the trickster just being a Beyblade. But now I know. I see now.
I'm proud of you for seeing more than one way.
Yes, now I only see. Now the only way I see is Trespasser. So
Yeah.
I mean, I do want to try out more stuff. So probably will try out more. I'd have to save. Well, there is no loadout system in here. So at some point, I'll try more stuff. I feel like I need a better pistol. I never use my pistol.
I want to use my pistol more than I do, but I've yet to find a pistol that I really love. And since my turrets just constantly feed me ammo, what's the point?
Found themselves a pot. I'm gonna ask if they're willing to give it back.
I'm starting to remember these expeditions.
Yep.
I did them when I was low level.
Yep. I remember dragging you by your teeth through this expedition when you're at a really high level, or really low level.
I literally relied on you guys and my abilities to keep me safe.
Yep.
Like it was a borrowed time, slow trap, and Beyblade. That was about it.
And watching you use Beyblade was like watching Moomin Rider on One Punch Man go up against any villain. Which, no disrespect to Moomin Rider, he might be my favorite character in that entire series.
But come on, get out of the way.
Yeah.
But he's just trying to be like
He's
the
just-
best hero, but
He's just trying to be the best he can be and help people. But he's
in the world they're living.
he's a bike messenger. But he never gives up. Like the fact that like he has signature moves that he calls the name out of, but all of them are just throw bike.
It's the spirit, all right? Spirit of the hero.
Oh, if we were going off of just gumption, Moomin Rider would be the best.
We probably move out of this damage circle.
Didn't he get promoted way out of his depth because?
Yes, he did get promoted. Because he assisted in the fight.
Yeah, because Saitama wasn't registered yet or something, so he got all the credit, even though he just got every bone in his body broken.
No, he just registered. He just registered.
Oh, okay.
Like, a few days before, I think. Yeah, a few episodes before. And then that whole thing happened. Mind you, Saitama didn't go up at all.
That's so funny.
I think another one of my favorite parts is when Saitama has that dream of fighting monsters from like under the ground that are actually on par of him, but then he wakes up and they're like just like not even half his size.
Yep. One of my favorite moments from that show is when he like they're in like a facility or something, and he's talking about his regimen, and Genos is like, that's not even a particularly like intense workout regimen. Like that shouldn't have given you these powers. And like these guys are like giving him some kind of revelation, like saying, "Oh, it was me all along," or whatever. And Saitama is actually like, "No, it can't be." And then he reveals that he's like, "We were supposed to go to the vegetable market today. We missed the sale."
Oh, I remember that. Up against the like beetle thing.
Yeah, and because they were like, "Yes, we finally cracked him," but he's just like, "I don't care what you're saying. I missed 20% off of leeks at the vegetable market."
No. It was lobster, I think.
Whatever it was something so mundane and stupid. I need to watch. I've only seen, I think, the first 2/3 of season 1. I've heard season 2 is not good.
If you search up Saitama Misses on YouTube, it brings up Saitama Misses Bargain Day. That means today is bargain day at the supermarket. That's when he like destroys the beetle. He just punches upward and he just freaks out.
I love it was. I think it's when Saitama meets Genos, and Genos is like having the fight of his life against the Mosquito Queen, and like he's getting ripped apart, and literally to the point where literally all that's left of him is like his torso, one arm, and his head, and he's falling. He's like, "I guess this is it," and then Saitama just implodes the Mosquito Queen. He just goes, "Gosh, bugs are annoying."
And he was only
he was trying to get that one little mosquito. Gosh, I
One Punch Man is like the funniest. Oh, you don't even know about King. Oh my god.
So it's a season 2 thing, but King is the number 1 S-class hero.
Nice.
But here's the thing. He's a normal guy.
What?
Like Moomin Rider.
Why is he?
But it's because every time he's won a fight, it's because people see him after the aftermath when it was Saitama's fights that were happening.
So he was just taking credit for. Oh man, what a little bitch!
He accidentally got credit.
Oh, so he's not even like a bad guy. He just.
No, he kind of just was there.
Oh.
So he would just constantly get like ranked up.
That's funny.
He was a normal guy who played video games. He had a normal life. The thing is, he now has this like such a like intimidating presence to people.
He is.
Don't mess with him.
He is talking about King. Monty.
From season 2.
That theme song is easily in my like top 5 anime theme songs. It's so good. Number 1 might be Attack on Titan, maybe. Like, I cannot stress enough how affected I was, or my drive to watch Attack on Titan was, when I started the next episode, and Crimson Bow and Arrow was no longer the theme song. I literally stopped watching the show.
Dang, right?
Yeah, because I hate Eren Yeager and Mikasa so much. Like, the only character in that entire... And I just met Levi, and I'd probably really like Levi. Because literally the episode I stopped on was... The last episode I watched was when Levi showed up at the court-martial and just started kicking and stomping the shit out of Eren Yeager. And I was like, this guy's all right. But the only character that acted like a human in that entire show was Armin.
Yeah.
And when his big moment is that he just stands really still in perfect salute, I was like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever seen. I want to like Attack on Titan because the first, I guess it's not even the first season, but the first like big arc when like Eren dies, like that whole defense again, like defending the city, was stellar. Aside from Mikasa and Eren being the worst. Let's do Mountain Outpost, and then I'll probably call it there. But I just love how apocalyptic. I tend to really like series that have kind of an end of the world vibe to them. Like the Devilman Crybaby. I watched that whole damn thing for some stupid reason, and the only reason there are two reasons. The first reason is because the pacing was fascinating to me. The fact that in like 8 episodes it went from like slice of life high school boy wants to be good at track and field, but he cries and everything, to same character is literally fighting Lucifer and everyone's dead. Like literally the end of the world was just like, wow, that is so fast. But yeah, the other thing about it really was, I knew that Devilman Crybaby would be something that I never forgot for worse, when it was the nightclub scene and all the demons started showing up and there was just a pair of legs, like bare ass legs, that like picked up a person and flew away with wings that came out of the butt cheeks or something like that. Just some kind of horrid design. I was like, this isn't for me. But I watched the whole thing. But yeah, I feel like I'd like Evangelion, and it's really surprising probably to hear that I've never watched Evangelion. But I feel like I'd really like it because there's that whole like apocalyptic kind of cosmic horror end of the world thing going on. And those settings are usually like really fascinating to me. But I have really been feeling the itch to rewatch Samurai 7 and to make Anna watch Samurai 7 with me. Because that was my first anime that I ever watched all the way through.
I don't even remember the first anime I ever watched fully through. Maybe it was either Attack on Titan or One Punch Man, because we only had Netflix at the time.
Yeah.
But even then, it wasn't like the full thing.
Yeah. I do know that, like, the first time I ever watched, let me double back, and I've probably said this before, but Gundam Wing was the first anime I ever watched, like, where I watched it, like, I'd seen more than, I'd never watched the whole series until I was in high school, and it was free on YouTube. But I remember watching a lot of it with my brother, and that's what got me into Gundam.
Fighters. That was the first one I ever finished.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I'd watch it every time it came on.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do know the first, like, growing up, we went off and on with having Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, like all the channels that a kid watches. We went off and on having those because sometimes we didn't have cable, sometimes we did. During a season of life when we did not have cable, one of the things I always looked forward to visiting my grandparents, which I loved my grandparents, they were wonderful. But one of the things I looked forward to was the fact that they had cable. So we got to hang out with them, and we got to watch cartoons on Cartoon Network. I was visiting them when Naruto aired for the first time on Toonami.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, that was, like, and I was in, like, early middle school. So seeing Naruto, and I already thought, like, ninjas were the coolest thing ever. I had a ninja phase. You know how, like antisocial kids have either a goth or a vampire phase? I had a ninja phase.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember what phase I had. I can't even remember.
But, so, like, seeing Naruto, like, that, I basically did everything I could to consume what I could, without being able to watch it on Toonami. So I, like, watched it, because back then Toonami had a part of their website where you could watch, like, the 4 most recent episodes of their shows or something like that. So I watched a lot there, and I got really into Naruto. Never finished it, because it's just too much. And it went from, like, with Naruto, it's so hit or miss, because early on, and I mean, it should speak to the fact that Shikamaru is my favorite character, like one of my favorite characters ever. But early on, Naruto felt so strategic. Like the combat felt like there was a very defined magic system through jutsu.
Yeah.
And that only a few characters could break the rules. Really, only Naruto could break the rules. But so, like, all of the side characters were fascinating, because they all had these different approaches to combat, and they all had, like, it was very methodical, and it was more than just like the Dragon Ball style of I can yell louder than you can, so I win. And then we got into Shippuden, and sometimes there's still some of that. Like Shikamaru, of course, is still the best,
one of the coolest characters.
He's still one of the coolest characters, and like his fight scenes are not just like I can yell louder than you. There's always like a moment where you're like, oh, that's the plan, and I love that. But then you've got what?
Did you watch his fight with Hidan?
Yeah, I posted that to Discord a week ago.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Where he literally says when he's about to like bury him and Hidan's talking about his god.
I'm your god now.
Yeah, he's like, if there's a god you should be worried about, it's me. Oh my goodness. That's such a good line. But yeah, I love that fight. Because it's the first time and maybe the only time you see Shikamaru at a point to where it's personal and you see what someone like him is capable of when he actually gives a shit. But yeah, and then so with Naruto Shippuden, outside of characters like that, you have Sasuke who's suddenly like, oh, I have Susanoo, so I can make a spirit mech, and I can just do like everything. I can literally, I can call moons down on people or something, and like everything, like a lot of those bigger characters in those bigger fights just became the kaiju tailed beast fights essentially, and whenever you had something like that, Naruto really lost something. But it was always at its best, I think, when the limits were understood, and like it was more than just like Sasuke rushing for the Chidori or Naruto rushing for the Rasengan.
Yeah. Did you ever get to the Fifth Great Ninja War arc?
No. I didn't get far into Shippuden at all. The only reason I know about the Hidan fight is because, like I said, I would look up stuff about Naruto. I've watched so little Shippuden that I honestly probably should try it sometime.
Yeah.
But I did read a few of the manga. I have the entire Sasuke retrieval arc, like the final arc of standard Naruto, on manga, and it was fantastic. The fact that they were able to make Choji a badass in the state he was in original Naruto is hilarious. He literally got so mad at a guy for eating his last potato chip that he punched a fucking hole through his chest. Like, come on. Shikamaru uses like paper bombs, but like I feel like a lot of people use that as like a tool. So, is there?
Oh, but Shikamaru went over like.
He
went
used every
insane.
paper. He killed the entire rainforest to get all the paper bombs he had in that scene.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
How he killed Hidan.
Yeah, I love it.
Which at the same time, also pretty much defeated what's his face.
Yep. Two birds with one stone. It was fantastic.
Yeah. And it shows in that fight, Shikamaru is the smartest character in the anime.
And with the Akatsuki being as big of a deal as they were, and with Kakashi as powerful as he is, it took him, Ino, and Choji to hold that other guy at bay.
Yeah.
And Shikamaru's plan took out both of them in one fell swoop, and one of them was literally immortal.
Yeah.
That's so badass.
It was just easy.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest, Wyatt. I watched some of SAO, and SAO to me started super strong, but it really lost. Go ahead.
I watched all 3 seasons on Netflix. I got so confused.
So for me, I lost interest, and maybe it was just a low arc, but I lost interest as soon as it just became Kirito and Asuna.
Yes.
When it just became a romance, because you have such a good concept, the video game isekai. You have that as your plot, but you turn it into a high school romance. That seems like such a waste. The better, in my opinion, the better version of Sword Art Online's concept is Log Horizon, which it sadly never finished because I'm pretty sure the creator got arrested for tax fraud or something stupid like that.
Dang.
But it was it was, you could not remove it from its concept of being a video game. And the main character, his name's Shiro. He plays a support mage, he's an enchanter class or something. So he has no offensive capabilities by himself. So his entire thing is kind of a Shikamaru style of using people as an asset, kind of long-term strategy kind of guy. I love him. He was a really fun character. And they did a lot of really interesting things with the concept. Log Horizon is dubbed. You can get the first 2 seasons dubbed. And apparently they may have picked it back up. But if you like the concept of Sword Art Online, the whole thing of existing in a video game, Log Horizon, and I know that's become kind of a very common anime plot, but I feel like Log Horizon did it the best, the earliest, I think, because it deals with stuff like, what does it mean to be an NPC in that world? What is it forming allegiances with other players and forming economy and guilds and stuff. It was very, very interesting. And the action was... What?
Oh, I thought this was a drop.
No, we got one more. Yeah, look up Log Horizon. Seasons 1 and 2 are dubbed. They're pretty old at this point. I want to say late 2000s.
So would you want to know the gist of the rest of the seasons that are available on Netflix
for
SAO?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably never gonna watch SAO.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just tell you. So yeah, they wake up at the end. They end up waking up at the end of season 1 because turns out the guild leader for Asuna's guild is the creator of the game.
Great.
And because they figure out that because they're at the final raid room, whatever, and he is untouched. He has no damage dealt to him.
Also, pause on that. Log Horizon's theme database, that theme song, absolute slaps. Absolutely slaps. Very good one. It's probably in my top 5, maybe top 10, top 5 anime openings. Continue, Austin.
All right. So yeah, that happens. They all wake up except for Asuna because I guess someone, well, like a butler to her family or something. Well, that someone who's supposed to be marrying her is forcing her to be asleep still in a different game, which is like a fantasy version of Sword Art Online.
It's called actually. Keep talking, Austin. I just need to look up.
Yep.
The song's called Database, but I'll tell you who it's by. But I'm still listening. I'm just
So yeah,
blindly throwing turrets.
Kirito goes into the second game to find her. Ends up finding her sister playing that game, but not like forcefully like asleep and all that. Weird thing, they almost fall in love, kinda.
Yeah.
Weird.
Man with a Mission. Database by Man with a Mission.
And then they team up. They find Austin. Kirito, as always, because he's the main character, kind of just gets like a god sword.
Of course.
From some, I can't remember how. He helps Austin wake up, and so then he decides to play a third game called Gun Guild Online because the government is asking him to, because he's, you know, the Black Sword for online. You'll help us, right? All that because you know the that cult from the first season that are bound to kill players.
Gonna be honest, it's been 10 years since I watched an episode of Sword Art Online, so I don't remember it much.
So yeah, that whole cult that are like pretty much just serial killers. They are actually still trying to do that, just sending people to certain people's houses to do it.
Yeah.
And they kill them in the game at the same time. And so Kirito kind of helps stop that with another person that's new, and they almost fall in love, all that, which of course they do. And then he's walking, and then when all that's done, they solve that. One of them, like, pretty much almost kills Kirito in real life. He gets put into a coma, gets put into a fourth game, and the fourth game becomes real life for him. And then everyone else just kind of decides, hey, let's put ourselves in comas and go to this world and make this our real life. And that's the most I know.
Wow. I played. There was a Sword Art Online game. It was the Fatal Bullet, whatever. It was when it became a shooter. I played one of those games because I got it for like $5 on Switch, and the concept of the game was really good, but every time I had to do story stuff and had to talk to Kirito and his friends, I wanted to rip my own ears off. Like there was one character that the point where I knew like I'm not reading this dialogue anymore, I'm skipping cutscenes, was when he was introducing his sniper friend, and he was like, "This is Sniper Girl. The range limit in this game is normally this, but she's so good at sniping that she can double it." It's like, what the hell does that even mean? This is a video game. Yeah. If there is a limited distance,
that Sniper Girl is the person he meets in the season.
It's so dumb.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, since we kind of were talking anime openings, one of the best anime openings of all time, and I say this about any anime opening I like, but a couple deep cuts. Dead Man Wonderland, the opening for that might be my favorite. It's so good. And Dead Man Wonderland is one of those that also like really good concept, but it only got one season, and it could have been better. But then there is Howling by, is it Abington Boys School? It's one of those big Japanese rock bands, but it's the theme for Darker Than Black. Has anyone here seen Darker Than Black, or do you know what Darker Than Black is?
None. I'm some Max help.
So, oh, good lord. So Darker Than Black, just to kind of do the elevator pitch for it, is a series that's kind of like if My Hero Academia and like something like Psycho Pass had a baby, where it was like the concept of superpowered individuals, but it was really dark and serious. And the main character, his name is Hay, And he has the people with powers are called contractors. Contractors are not human. They're like some kind of, think of them kind of like pawns from Dragon's Dogma, where they look human, they kind of act human, but also there's something about them that's missing. But they all have an ability, like a supernatural ability they can use. But whenever they use it, there is a contract they have to fulfill. It's like a compulsion where they can't use their powers again until they fulfill it. So, for example, one of the first guys you see, he can teleport, but he has to break a bone every time he teleports. So he's like breaking his fingers when he teleports. So Hay does not appear to have a price to use his power, and his power is that he can discharge electricity. And so Hay plays the role of this vigilante-like character who wears this sick-looking black trench coat, uses these knives that are attached to a metal wire, and has this kind of Reaper mask. And so he hunts down contractors and kills them. So he's like the contractor killer. But one of the ways that he kills them is that he'll like throw his knives attached to the metal wire, and if it makes contact with them, then he just discharges electricity through the wire, and they just die, essentially. So he has like a death touch. Really good action, really good. Like, Hay is up there with Kiritsugu for me as just a really cool adaptation for just a badass character. And the dynamic between him as the vigilante and him putting on a face, you know, pretending to be a regular guy, is really interesting, because there's moments where like he's talking to a character and he's playing dumb, just like eating with them. He's like, oh yeah, I eat a lot, ha ha ha, and then they're just laughing, and then they look away and you can see his eyes just shift to where it's like, oh, this guy's not okay, like this guy's messed up in the head. Kind of like a Bruce Wayne Batman dynamic. So strong recommend on Darker Than Black. I hear season 2 got pretty lame. I think I finished season 1, but the theme song also slaps. It's called Howling. I've been recommended Solo Leveling so many times, Wyatt, but I know nothing about it other than it's another like video game isekai kind of deal. But I need to look into it, because honestly, I'm always down for good anime recommendations.
Dang, I still need it. Hey, Steven.
Yeah?
Guess what people are seeing in the sky and in
Shut up. The Illuminate are not here yet. You are all going crazy.
People are seeing cloaked ships, I guess.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, people also thought staying on Malevelon Creek was a good idea.
We finally got it.
We're gonna lose it. We're gonna lose it. Joel is just gonna hit a button at 3:30 a.m. one day that just literally flips the table, where suddenly, oh, Malevelon Creek is in bot hands again. I guess you guys got to go take it again. Go, you stupid little sheep. Go take your precious planet back. Enjoy your meme.
He's gonna do it when it's determined in major order.
Yep. And then they're gonna post on social media being like, can you believe this? Malevelon Creek's fallen again. You guys got to go take it now. Go now. And then 25%, one out of every 4 Helldivers is going to be so stupid that they're going to be like, oh yeah, we got to take the creek. Remember Malevelon Creek? I'm a Malevelon Creek veteran. Well, guess what? You're also the reason a lot of people are dying. So,
yeah.
Calling yourself a Malevelon Creek veteran is basically you saying that you hate democracy. So good job, pal. Yeah, I'm going to call it there. This was fun, though.
Yeah.
I don't know what our plan is this week, just stream-wise. I do know that Jake's child is imminent. Like, his second child is imminent. She's going to be born, like, any day.
Okay.
So, Jake is probably out for a while.
That makes sense.
But I don't know where everybody else is. I mean, there's still enough games that I've got to work through where if I have to go solo again every night, I will. But I mean, we've got Helldivers. Helldivers is always a good fallback. We've got Outriders. There's stuff to be played. I still gotta convince James. We do have No Man's Sky, Austin. But I'm so overwhelmed by that game. Like, it's one of those where it's like, I look at it, and I smile, and then I think about it, and then my smile just, like, turns, and it's like, how much catching up am I going to have to do to get the cool stuff? You know?
To be honest, it's not really about catching up. You can get the stuff instantly, really.
Wyatt, we play a ton of Helldivers.
Oh my god, we are.
I
think you're a Skull Admiral.
I've been a Skull Admiral for a month. At least.
I don't play enough.
I am the first Skull Admiral.
Are you sure?
No, I'm not. All I do in No Man's Sky is destroy the economy. Very good, Monty.
I love destroying the economy. My friend did as well. He destroyed the carbon economy.
Wyatt, Skull Admiral is the highest rank. It's level 50.
Yeah.
I've been level 50 for a very long time.
We've yet to see a level 50 required stratagem.
Which
so
they won't do that. And if they do, it's going to be way down the road.
We're getting... Oh, Steven, you know how you don't like the 500 kg sometimes?
Yeah.
We're getting an atomic bomb.
That's good. Like, I kind of talked about that. I said, just give us an orbital drop hell bomb that's like that is armed before they drop it.
Yeah, it's pretty much what it's pretty much what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not 4 hell bombs strapped together. You know? It's just not 4. You know?
Did you
It's
see that
just
video
one.
I sent you a while ago? I may still have it, so I can see if I can send it to you. But it was when it was captioned, "Dude dropped the 10,000 kg bomb or something," and like, I don't even know what he did, but he hit a drop ship, and then it was like 7 consecutive 500 kgs went off, and the screen was shaking so bad that like he was looking at the sky. But I'll see if I can find that. But thanks for playing, Austin. That was fun. Thanks for hanging out, Wyatt and Monty.
Touch me.
Touch me hard.
Touch me harder. I saw that again in the Discord. In our DMs.
Monty, I'll let you know when Gundam Buster Gundam comes in. I'm excited to build that. But we'll talk to you guys probably on Thursday, maybe sooner. Who knows?
Farquad.
Stop it. You're grounded, Austin. Bye, guys.
Hey.